Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Okay, so we all do it, right? We scroll, we double tap, we share. But how do we actually move beyond just using social media casually to, leveraging it strategically for real tangible business results? Well, it's a whole different ballgame. Because whether you're selling local baked goods or offering freelance services or managing a massive corporate brand, the way you use your platform and execute your strategy is literally going to dictate your success. So let's unpack exactly how to do that together.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. We're going to cover 5 key areas: social evolution in Malaysia, the megaphone versus handshake concept, B2C and B2B tactics, mastering microblogging, and finally, winning with influencers. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. Social Evolution in Malaysia. Now, what's super fascinating here is that while global tech giants built these platforms, local users completely rewrote the rules to fit our unique culture. And it kind of happened in 3 distinct acts. Act 1 takes us way back to 2002 with Friendster. This was the age of digital identity, completely dominated by the brutal social hierarchy of the top 8. Remember that? Then, Act 2 brings Facebook and Instagram into the mix, which scaled trust and completely reshaped consumer culture visually. But Act 3, from 2019 onwards, is a total game changer. We're talking TikTok and algorithmic discovery. Suddenly, a 17-year-old in Cebu making a simple Kui Lapis tutorial can go completely viral nationwide, purely because the algorithm detected she held people's attention. Attention is literally the new currency.
So, why does this specific evolution actually matter to you? Well, because a massive 73% of marketers have seen direct revenue growth stemming from social media. To put that in perspective, almost 3 out of 4 businesses are making more money because of this. Platforms like TikTok are no longer just places to watch funny dances. They are massive discovery engines. In fact, in recent major shopping campaigns, immense sales volumes were generated straight through social feeds. But to actually capture that revenue, you need the right strategy.
Which brings us to Section 2, Megaphone versus Handshake.
Okay, this is absolutely crucial. It's the core dichotomy of our entire explainer today. We so often use the terms social media and social networking interchangeably, but they are incredibly different things. Think of social media as your megaphone. It's designed for broadcasting ideas to a massive crowd just to drive traffic. Think of an organization like MDEC posting an Instagram reel. That's the megaphone. Social networking, on the other hand, is your handshake. It's all about building trust, one conversation at a time. The handshake actually happens when MDEC invites those founders into a private WhatsApp mentor group. The megaphone pulls them in, right? But the handshake is what makes them stay. And for organizations looking to take that handshake to the absolute enterprise level, we have white label social networks. Essentially, these are ready-built, private, completely customizable platforms. Think of it like a highly secure, VIP private community for a university's alumni, or maybe a brand's top-tier customers. It totally strips away all the noise of public feeds and allows institutions to build incredible loyalty in a safe, controlled digital environment.
All right, moving on to Section 3, B2C and B2B tactics.
How you use your megaphone in your handshake actually changes drastically depending on who your audience is. In B2C, or business to consumer, you're dealing heavily with emotion and ease. Picture a Gen Z student scrolling TikTok for skincare. They want relatable reviews, shared joy, a sense of belonging. It absolutely shouldn't feel like a corporate ad. But in B2B, business to business, you are dealing with trust and evidence. A hospital procurement manager isn't going to buy medical gloves because of a trendy song, right? They want factory audit snippets. They want real credibility. A company like Top Glove actually handles this beautifully by using LinkedIn to showcase their factory operations. In B2B, credibility is built in public, but the actual deals, the handshakes, are delivered in private.
Section 4, Mastering Microblogging. So, this is a tactical tool born entirely out of our very human need for urgency. Microblogging is all about sharing short, punchy posts focused on quick updates and real-time interaction. Honestly, it's the digital equivalent of just tapping someone on the shoulder. Think of a local food vendor using X or an Instagram story to post, "Restocking our famous spicy sambal paru at 8 p.m. tonight, only 50 jars available." See? It's short, it's crystal clear, and it creates massive, immediate urgency. To really wrap our heads around its power, we have to contrast it with traditional blogging. Microblogging is essentially your fast response unit. It's about high-frequency, rapid-fire updates, which makes it perfect for real-time customer service. Blogging, however, provides depth. It's strategic, and it builds long-term structural authority. For example, Let's say a skincare brand uses microblogging to drop a quick teaser about why sunscreen is vital today. But then they use a full-length blog post to explain the complex active ingredients in depth. So there are 6 core functions of microblogging. It serves as your real-time first responder. It provides customer service at scale. It amplifies your campaigns, monitors your brand sentiment, pushes out industry updates, and initiates those digital handshake partnerships we talked about. It is incredibly cost-effective. But a quick word of warning here. Because the space is so extremely limited, poor wording can trigger instant miscommunication and major backlash. So precision is literally everything.
Okay, so how do you actually do it right? Just follow these 3 steps to build trust without sounding like an automated bot. Step 1, ditch the corporate speak entirely and use a real human tone. Step 2, answer customer questions genuinely. Step 3, provide immediate practical value. Instead of just shouting buy now all the time, a great post looks more like, hey, a lot of you asked about the difference between our regular and large sizes. Here is a quick photo comparison. That builds immediate, powerful trust simply because you are genuinely helping them out.
And finally, Section 5, winning with influencers. If microblogging is about rapid communication, influencer marketing is all about leveraging the ultimate currency of the digital age, trust. And I want to share a number with you that completely blew my mind: 87%. According to recent data, 87% of consumers actively distrust overly polished influencer content. No way, right? But it's true. They don't want that glossy, fake perfection anymore. They want real, honest, and relatable people. If your strategy is just paying for highly produced ads on someone's feed, you are very likely alienating the vast majority of your audience. You absolutely have to choose the right partner across the spectrum of nano, micro, macro, and mega influencers. Sure, a mega influencer with over 1 million followers gives you massive cultural visibility. But look closely at the nano and micro tiers. They might have smaller followings, but they have incredibly strong trust within close-knit, niche communities. I mean, if you are a small independent bakery in a town like Arau, hiring a national mega celebrity makes 0 sense. You are going to get a far better ROI by partnering with a highly trusted micro-influencer who actually reviews local food in that specific region. It's all about targeted relevance.
Ultimately, successful influencer engagement rests entirely on these 3 pillars, the 3 C's: content, connection, and conversation. Listen, influencer marketing does not work just because someone happens to have a huge follower count. It works because of human resonance. If the content doesn't spark a genuine connection that then leads to an authentic conversation, the entire strategy falls apart. You simply cannot skip any of these steps. And that brings us to our final thought for today. Are you just chasing followers, or are you building real human resonance? Because from understanding how attention shifts to knowing exactly when to use your megaphone and when to offer your handshake, everything we've covered today points to one universal truth. In social media marketing, the platform is obviously important, but a deep, authentic understanding of human connection is what actually drives results. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep building those handshakes out there, and I'll catch you next time.